Right now, wherever you are, I want you to try something with me. Don't think too much. Just lift your arms slowly out to the side. Nice and easy. Did you feel that? Maybe it moved smoothly. Or maybe there was a small pinch, a hesitation, a moment where your brain said, "Wait, something's not right." That tiny moment, that discomfort, is your body trying to tell you something important. And most people completely ignore it. Or worse, they try to stretch through it and make it worse without realizing it. If your shoulder has been hurting lately, especially when you reach, lift, or even sleep, there's a very good chance you've been doing the wrong things to fix it. Not because you're careless, but because no one ever explained what type of shoulder pain you actually have. And here's the truth. Not all shoulder pain is the same. Some types need movement, some need rest, and some get worse the moment you stretch the wrong way. So, in this video, I'm going to walk you through something very simple, but incredibly powerful. You're going to test your own shoulder with me right now. And by the end of this, you'll have a much clearer idea of what your shoulder actually needs. And before we go any further, if you're watching this right now and you care about your health, your mobility, and staying independent as you age, then do one quick thing for yourself. Hit that subscribe button right now. Because every single week on Healthify Hub, we share simple, science-based tips that actually help you move better, feel better, and live better. All right, now let's get into this together. The first thing I want you to do is relax your arm completely by your side. Let it hang. No tension. Just loose. Now, slowly, and I mean slowly, lift your arm straight out to the side. Don't rush it. Just observe what happens. At first, it might feel completely fine. Smooth, easy. No problem. But then, somewhere in the middle, many people feel a sharp pinch or a sudden tightness, like something is catching inside the shoulder. If that happened to you, pay attention, because something interesting usually happens next. If you continue lifting your arm, sometimes that pain actually disappears again. Pain, then no pain. That pattern is not random. It usually means that inside your shoulder, there's a small space where tissues are getting squeezed as your arm moves through that middle range. And this is why everyday things start to hurt. Reaching into a cabinet, putting on a jacket, even lifting something light from a table. Now here's where people go wrong. They feel that pinch, and they think, I just need to stretch more. But stretching aggressively in this situation often makes the irritation worse, because you're forcing movement into a space that's already tight. Instead, what your shoulder needs is gentle movement that creates space, not pressure. Now let's check something else. Bring your arms slightly forward, not fully to the front, just a little angle between front and side. Now turn your thumb downward, like you're pouring water out of a can. Hold that position. If you can, gently press down on your arm with your other hand, and try to resist it. What do you feel? Pain? Weakness? Both? If your arm suddenly feels weak, or painful at the top or front of your shoulder, that tells us something very specific. It usually means one of the key muscles that helps lift your arm is not working properly. And this is why simple things start to feel harder, like washing your hair, reaching up, or even putting on clothes. Most people think their whole shoulder is damaged, but often it's just one muscle that needs the right kind of support. Now one last quick check. Keep your elbow bent at your side, like your arm is tucked in. Now try to rotate your forearm outward, like you're opening a door or reaching for a seatbelt. You can gently press against a wall or use your other hand for resistance. If that movement feels weak, or painful at the back or outside of your shoulder, that's another common pattern. And it usually happens because the muscles responsible for this movement have been underused for years. Think about your daily life. Typing, driving, holding your phone. Most of it pulls your arms inward. So over time, those outward rotating muscles become weaker and more sensitive. Now here's the important part. You might feel pain in more than one of these tests, and that's completely normal. Don't overthink it. Just ask yourself one simple question. Which movement felt the most similar to the pain you experience in real life? That's your starting point. Now, instead of jumping into random exercises, we're going to start with something very gentle, something your shoulder actually feels safe doing. Find a stable surface, like a table or chair, and place your good hand on it for support. Lean forward slightly, and let your painful arm hang down completely relaxed.